You're asleep. It's 3 in the morning and the world is quiet. Then, a knock on your door shatters the silence. What do you do? For one homeowner, in September of 2021, this wasn't just a random disturbance. It was the start of a chilling game of life and death, where one wrong move could have been his last. The knock was solid and suspicious, the kind you just don't ignore. But this homeowner was smart. Instead of going to the door, he opened his phone and looked at his doorbell camera, and what he saw would send a cold shiver down anyone's spine. There were 2 of them. They looked like teenagers, and one of them, the one in front, was clearly, unmistakably holding a handgun, trying to conceal it down by his leg. They claimed to be CPD, Columbus Police Department, but everything about this was wrong.
Can I help you? CPD, we need to ask you a couple questions. I'm sorry? CPD, we need to ask you a couple questions. May you please step to the front door, please? CPD? Yes, this is CPD. We would like you to step to the door, please. Can I see a badge? We would like you to step to the door, please, sir. I don't have to show you a badge, sir.
The house sitter, now wide awake, accessed the doorbell speaker. His voice, trying to sound calm, cut through the tense night air. Can I help you? The one with the gun responded, CPD. We need to ask you a couple questions. The man pressed further, his instincts screaming that this was a trap. He asked for clarification, but the demand just came back, more insistent. CPD. Yes, this CPD. We would like you to step to the door, please. This was the critical moment, the moment they were waiting for. If you open that door, you're face to face with an armed individual. So the homeowner made one final logical request. Can I see a badge? And that's when the mask completely slipped off. The reply was cold and exposed their entire lie. I don't have to show you a badge, sir. He refused, because obviously he didn't have one. The homeowner knew exactly what was happening. This wasn't a police visit. This was an ambush. So he did the only smart thing. He never went near the door. Instead, he picked up his phone and called the real police.
CPD, open the door.
For a couple of minutes, an eerie standoff took place through that digital lens. The 2 impersonators lingered, realizing their plan was falling apart. They made one last attempt, but when it became clear he wasn't budging, they turned and ran off into the night. The real police arrived minutes later, but it was too late. The 2 were gone without a trace. They were clearly armed and willing to deceive, but it makes you wonder, were they just opportunistic thieves, or was this house or this person specifically targeted? We'll never know for sure. The real kicker? Despite the crystal clear doorbell footage, the police never identified them. These 2 armed individuals, bold enough to impersonate police, simply vanished. They were never found. So what do you think? Let me know in the comments. What's the first thing you would have done? Would you have spoken to them through the doorbell or stayed completely silent? Stay safe out there.